is my shepherd, and he goes before me. He goes before me. Defender behind me. Defender behind me. Oh, I won't fear. I won't fear. I'm filled with anointing. Filled with anointing. My cup's overflowing. My cup's overflowing. No weapon can harm me. No weapon can harm me. I won't fear. I won't fear. Oh, sing hallelujah. Hallelujah. I am not alone. Oh, he's my comfort. He's my comfort. Always holds me close. He always guides me. He always guides me through mountains and valleys. Mountains and valleys. His joy is refreshing. His joy is refreshing. He restores my soul. Restores my soul. Your mercy and goodness. Mercy and goodness. Gives me assurance. That I'll see his glory. I'll see his glory. Face to face. Face to face. Sing hallelujah. Hallelujah. I am not alone. I'm not alone. I'm not alone. 'Cause he's my comfort. He's my comfort. He always holds me close. Sing hallelujah. The highest praise. Hallelujah. I am not alone. Oh, he's my comfort. He's my comfort. He always holds me close. Your spirit lives in me. Your spirit lives within me. So I will walk in your peace. Your spirit lives within me. My victory, my victory. Your spirit lives within me. So I will walk in your peace. Your spirit lives within me. You're my victory. Wow. Watching that tonight, and I just want to go into a spirit of worship. How about it? How about it? We just keep it going. Keep it going.
I got so caught up in that, I forgot to set something up. So,
Oh my goodness.
well, two things actually. I was watching it.
I was too. I mean, shout out.
I
to
didn't
that
get to
team.
see it. I just asked for the clip, and
it was so good. It was so good. So if you heard that really high part, you know what's really awesome about this song is, you know, with only 4 singers, and I was kind of doing what you call the lead and ad-libbing. You have 3 distinct parts. You have your tenor, your alto, soprano. So that really high part, really high female part, that was Cassandra. And then, of course, the tenor part, Justin. And then Jance carried that alto part and just did a phenomenal job. Phenomenal job. Powerful. Just powerful. So thankful for that team on Sunday. And I think it was Megan said earlier that we were a little short-handed in Watt. And God just kind of swept in and made it sound like we had about 50 of us on that stage, so it was good.
Well, that was from the 11
Amen.
o'clock, and so you had a lot of people singing. not more than the 9 o'clock. So.
Oh no, it was really good. It was really good. Everybody's on tonight. I'm Melissa. This is Jason, and we're so glad that you've joined us tonight for Live at 9. You're still doing a little bit of technical work behind the scenes, so shout out to my daughter Zoe.
I got caught up in the moment.
For going and getting something that's really very important to the broadcast. So we're so thankful for that. And I got him something to drink for the broadcast, so he has something to drink. I have hot tea tonight. What are you drinking tonight? What are you drinking tonight? Go ahead and put that in the comments.
Out of the 100 chords that we set up for Live at 9, I forgot 2.
You forgot 2?
Well, yeah. Well, I forgot 1 chord, and I forgot to flip 1 switch.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, anyway, what are you drinking tonight?
We're going to roll with that one.
Sounds better each time I hear it. Yes, love that song. I've been singing that song all day. I totally agree. That is one of those songs I can't stop singing. I've been listening to it for a little over a month, and it's like, well, I can just listen to it on repeat all day long.
Taylor's doing
iced green tea.
A protein shake.
A protein shake.
Kenneth
Taylor, good to see you tonight, girl.
Iced green tea.
Water.
Water.
Come on. All about the water.
Now, are you throwing your head in the
water?
Coffee,
Lori?
Are you putting your face in the pond, or are you lapping it out of your hand?
So Lori, I just want to know, like, coffee decaf, regular? Wow. So I went today to Newman's in Heron, downtown Heron, and I met a good friend, Kathy, and we had coffee together today.
You have friends?
I have friends. At least I think I call her friend. I think she calls me friend. Anyway, Trish was working in there today, and we start talking about coffee, and she starts talking about Death Wish coffee. And if you've ever tried Death Wish coffee, the box even says only drink 1.
Okay, so the name of it would discourage me.
Well, listen.
I don't have a death wish.
Listen, it's some pretty strong, potent coffee. Okay.
Potent or potent? It's
potent. It's potent.
Is it?
I don't even know, but it is potent.
Is it literally potent?
It is literally. What'd you say?
Wait, you say the word literally.
Literally.
With spelled Litch. Literally. See, now it's working in the back of your mind.
Literally. Literally. I don't even know. Literally.
That's it, sister. Let the Holy Spirit have its way.
Anyway, it is potent coffee.
There
okay,
you go.
It's potent.
Is it literal or literal?
I don't even know. It is Literally. Anyway, yeah. So I don't know. But anyway,
people
we're
are drinking
talking about
cold
that.
mocha coffee.
Yeah, and so here we are, like, we're talking about this, and she says her husband drank 2. And I was like, I don't even know how. So anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, turn your volume up. We went away. Where do we go? All right, decaf with vanilla bean
I was
ice
plugging the
cream
microphone in, Lori.
coffee.
I forgot the microphone. And
Decaf with vanilla
Melissa
bean.
is so quiet, I have to mic her up.
Honey, that's called sarcasm right there. Okay?
Literally.
So we got this.
Can you say literally?
Literally. I don't know.
Y'all watch later on.
I don't know.
She'll be. The longer the night gets, the more southern the draw is, and then all of a sudden, everything is washed and literally, and I got a hankering.
You know.
And you're yawning.
I
so
know.
It's going to be a fun night.
It's going to be real bad tonight. I can't help it. Anyway, yeah. So we were talking about Death Wish coffee, and I don't know. I just don't think I could drink.
I have a death wish right now.
I'm telling you what. Yeah. I don't know. If it helped my finger, I'd like that. I don't know what I did to my finger. Okay, my finger is messed up, folks. It is bad. I don't know what I did. I can't hardly straighten it out. There we go. See me?
So,
did you see me? Am I washing?
Which finger?
It's this finger. I can't hardly. It hurts so bad. I don't know what I did. So anyway, all right. What's everybody? A flavored water. There we go. What kind of flavored water, Joe? I want to know. Like, what kind of flavor? Do you like put strawberries in it? Do you put pineapple in it? Do you put cucumber, mint? I want to know. Inquiring minds want to know.
Thoughts here. Nicole, I read that. We'll be certainly praying for sure.
Okay. Oh, I must have missed a prayer request. All right.
Top.
Oh, praying for you, Nicole. Absolutely praying. Right, praying. Somebody said Dr. Pepper. Does that keep you up at night? Like, I don't know how that would do. Cold mocha coffee.
Yeah, there's another one up
I
here.
I don't know how y'all are drinking coffee this late at night. Regular coffee. I'm hardcore, only leaded. You know, Lori, I'm only leaded too in the morning and in the afternoon. But folks, if I drink coffee after 5 o'clock, I'm gonna be up all night. I'm getting old.
Literally.
It's becoming a real problem. Okay.
Getting old.
Yes. Do you know what?
Well, there's only one alternative.
Do you know, you're old
when
you're doing the crossword puzzle thing that's kicking my tush, okay? Because, I don't know half the answers to it. But there's something on there. It's a slogan for a pill company, a pill that you can take. And my grandma told me all about it. And I was like, I'm old enough to know what this pill is.
Well, I was going to say, but this has nothing to do with your age. You could probably hold up that crossword book from back there, and they could read it.
So funny.
And Marlo has entered the program.
So funny. Yeah. Yep. So funny. You're hilarious. All right. Let's see. Water. Root beer float. Kevin, way to rub it in.
Decaf with vanilla bean ice cream in the coffee.
That I've heard it's good. All right. Yes. So white tea with raspberry.
A root beer float.
That sounds. I know. That's why I said Kevin's drinking a root beer float. I mean,
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
Like how cool is that? Like I like. Okay, so does anybody else like to do like the sun-kissed with vanilla ice cream, or is that just?
Can I try that after the live at night?
Well, I don't know that we have any of that.
Right, because you've taken all the good stuff out of the house.
Well, yeah, but that's okay. Don't worry about it.
I
was just asking if anybody else had tried that.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Let's see. It's scary coffee, death wish coffee is. Okay, I'm good now. You can. Oh, just had a chocolate ice cream cone?
Yeah.
Man, y'all are about the ice cream tonight.
Joe's doing flavored water.
That's what I said. I wanted to know what kind of flavored water.
Essentially what I'm going to do. That's what she brought me.
Yeah. So here we go. That's what we're doing. Are you washing the clothes? Nope.
I'm originally from Kentucky. She sounds normal that way.
See, that's awesome. That's what I'm talking about right there. I feel right at home.
Tape your finger to the other one.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know if I broke it. I don't know what I did.
Problem is, Lori is the other one is her middle finger, and she uses that one often.
What?
I mean, the whole bird out the window, fish on the bumper thing is about her.
Oh my word!
I'm joking.
I'm
joking.
I started to say, you might need to clarify that.
I'm joking.
That is so
it's
not me.
Often.
Oh my goodness! What? Oh my! Okay. Well, this whole podcast,
Truth Bomb Tuesdays,
this whole
baby.
broadcast went in a whole other way, whole other direction.
Would you rather me be sarcastic or not?
I sarcastic.
All right. Joe said
There we go.
strawberry.
Strawberry. Okay. They were doing that in the worship arts team area on Sunday. We had fresh fruit, strawberries, pineapple. It was really good. But I have a hankering for a Will's Cuban. Oh, Donna, can you have a Will's Cuban right now?
Dr. Pepper's caffeine free.
Huh? Girl, only if you're drinking that caffeine free Dr. Pepper. I think they make that.
Yeah, because here we go. You're aging gracefully. Megan, stop it.
Thank you, Megan. Thank you. That I needed that tonight. I really did. I needed that.
Donna needs to clarify what is a Will's Cuban.
Oh, a Will's Cuban. Best kind of coffee there is. The dog's on the couch. Yeah, I know.
And
I know.
All of the blankets.
It's always his dog.
All the blanket. Oh, no.
It's always his dog that
My
comes
dog
up.
only gets up on this couch when you're there. Yours is up in that chair, and I noticed all the coverings have disappeared.
Yeah, because I washed them. I thought that it was time. Oh, I'm going to talk about
So we
something
bought-
tonight.
so
It's
we-
kind of funny.
Listen, we bought all this new furniture for this house, right? And if you came over unannounced, you would think we had a unicorn chair because one of the blankets was a unicorn chair, and then there was another blanket out here that was weird. It was an M&M. It was M&M blanket.
Yeah.
So we bought all this wonderful furniture.
And it looked like we had a unicorn and an M&M factory going on.
You should just wrap it in plastic like our grandparents used to do.
Oh my goodness. My grandma used to do that. It was an orange couch. I swear it was a futon. And it was orange and it was like, she said it was leather, but I'm pretty sure it was plastic.
Well, it had plastic over it.
No, I'm pretty sure the couch was plastic. It was not leather. But yeah, it was, the living room was so small they never rearranged it. You know how that goes. Look, kids, a deer. Ha!
Do you get that one?
Yeah. She'll see it later, honey, when her eyes are not frozen.
No. That's in reference to how many people you flip off.
No, I don't do that. I thought it was reference to Christmas Vacation movie. Anyway, sarcasm is not more fun. Peanut butter ice cream.
Hello.
Peanut butter
pleather.
ice cream. Okay, now we're talking.
Leather couch.
A pleather. That's probably what it
Which
was. Yeah,
which is
it's good.
patining leather, which we have that on our motorhome.
Yes. So Donna explains what a Will's Cuban is. It is a delicious latte made with brown sugar and cinnamon.
So
super good.
I can see Donna using the word delicious in front of that. That's just Donna.
Delicious.
That's very descriptive.
Very descriptive. Donna likes adjectives. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with it.
So you.
I do too. That's why I like it. I think it's great. If you're gonna tell me what that they, I want to know like what color the eyes were then. Like I was, I don't know. I just like description.
This morning, I'm trying to get out of the house. I was running a few.
Oh, this is really good though. Talk about this.
Okay.
The picture that I showed you is the horse walking backwards. Or
So
is the
out of
horse
that
walking forward?
my whole lead into that, that's what you took out of that?
Well, yeah, because that's the only thing I said.
I was going, no. So, I was getting ready to leave, and I said, honey, I'm leaving. I'll see you later. And she said, oh, hey, I want to show you something really quickly. And I said, there is nothing quickly about you telling me something or showing me something.
I'm really feeling attacked tonight. I'm really feeling like...
Well, you shouldn't feel that way. Just know that you are.
Oh, okay.
So she comes up and she got her phone out and she's like, hey, is this horse walking forwards or backwards? I'm like, you just stopped me from leaving for this.
This is like a really big deal though. Like it's determined if you saw it walking backwards, you were right brain. And if you saw it walking forward, it was left brain.
What hand am I?
Well, you're left-handed.
Which means I'm right-minded.
But I'm right-handed. You would think I would be left brain.
Well, you've lived with me long enough. I've been able to influence you out of being wrong and into being right.
Well, I what?
If you were naturally left brain, that's the wrong, because I'm in my right mind. You've lived with me now long enough that I've moved you over from being wrong to right.
Yeah, that's what my parents say.
Yeah, I'm sure they do.
All right. Anyway, so I'm super excited. I've got some questions tonight. We're going to have a lot of fun, so stay tuned. But before we get to that, we've got a little clip that we want to show you guys from this past Sunday. Again, incredible message on Sunday. I've kind of feasted on this word the last 2 days and reminded myself, because what I did, so I don't know how y'all do your Bible studies or
Nothing
anything
quick.
like that.
Not even the intro to a clip.
Oh my goodness. I'm just gonna lay hands suddenly in just a moment, okay? So anyway, I decided that the last 2 days I have really just dove back into Judges chapter 6 and Judges chapter 7, and just kind of doing my own exegesis, looking at it, looking at words, looking up what the words are in Hebrew and Greek and different things like that. And it's really challenged me, and it's really reminded me just the story of Gideon overhearing, them overhearing the enemy talk and telling the dream and the bar, all that stuff. It just really reminded me that you really lack nothing when God calls you.
Well,
God takes care of every single detail.
all right, so we've went past the moment of the clip. So, I mean, in Judges chapter 6, is if the Bible puts something in there, it's there on purpose. It's very specific.
Absolutely.
What kind of a bread loaf was rolling down the hill?
I want to say barley, but I don't want to get it wrong.
Barley was the cheapest food out there. It was the food of slaves. It was the least of the least. So what did Gideon say about himself? He said, my clan is the least, and then I am the weakest of my family.
Yes.
And so I'm the lowest of it. And so the lowest one is what destroyed the Midianites. And then you got to remember, you can look at the Old Testament and you can almost always find a parallel story, thought, or theme.
Come on.
In the New Testament.
Yep.
And Jesus said, the least in the kingdom, when he was talking about John the Baptist, will be greater than him. So the least has the ability to go into the enemy's camp.
Amen.
And take back everything that was stolen.
Come on. That's so good. I don't know. I have just feasted on, I'm looking something up real quick. I feasted on these last 2 chapters, and I've studied Gideon before. I mean, my goodness, I think I've said this before, that probably the first messages I ever heard on Gideon that's actually stuck with me is when I was in Bible college. We went and heard T.D. Jakes preach, and I'll never forget him, talking about Gideon and the winepress. But the whole gist of his message was you're a round peg trying to fit into a square hole, and how you're trying to be what you're not, what God has not called you to be, but God has called you to be this, and God's called you to be a mighty man of valor, a mighty woman of valor. And just really kind of one of those things that's just always stuck with me. And the story of Gideon's always been special. Because of hearing T.D. Jakes preach about it that night. That was awesome. But I just, the story, I love the part. Hello. This is my life right now. This is my life. But when he says there, and they go down and they hear about the dream and the loaf of barley, that dream, overhearing that. I think sometimes if we could only overhear, we
did that portion of that story in the old series we did, I Am Because He Is.
Yes.
So it was, I am the worst, the enemy's worst nightmare because he is. And he went over there, and while he was so Gideon is in fear. And he's trembling, and he's up, he keeps throwing these fleeces out, trying to confirm that this is the will of the Lord for his life. And the Lord said, all right, fine. If you don't believe what I'm going to say about you, then here's what I want you to do. I want you to go over to the enemy's camp. It's always caught me that here's a man that's afraid.
Yeah, and he tells him to
but
go.
He's willing to sneak into the enemy's camp to catch gossip about himself. So that's always kind of like, okay, you're gonna sneak in with no one but you, and and maybe one other person, and yet you don't want to go to battle with them. So, needless to say, so he goes in and he's overhearing these guys talk in the tent about him, and he said, "I had a dream, and here's what the dream was," and it's amazing that they were interpreting their dream.
That's good.
And he's like, "Well, that's nothing. That's none other than the son of Joash. That's Gideon. He's coming. He's going to destroy us."
I just think if we could only overhear, you said something on Sunday about how, all of heaven rejoices when someone is baptized and all of that. And, the church should rejoice, I should say. We should rejoice.
We should rejoice like heaven. Heaven
Yes,
rejoices
amen.
when one sinner comes home.
Yes. And I'm like, I wonder if there is like a ruckus going on in hell of like, oh man, great, another one has decided. You know what I mean? Like, and if we could only overhear just how much we are conquerors, how the enemy's like, oh, if they ever figure out they got Jesus, if they ever figure out that he will provide. I mean, he is a man of his word. They know that.
Well, if you ever figure out your destiny is always going to destroy the enemy. And
Amen.
so here it causes you to realize that the enemy actually knows what your destiny is.
Amen.
And
He knows your purpose.
So the enemy knew that Gideon was coming. And now we have no historical backup of why, Gideon was the one in the wine press, why the Lord showed up at Gideon's house, and was the enemy specifically attacking Gideon or whatever it may be. But we do know that Gideon struck fear in their hearts in this dream.
Amen.
We do know that.
Amen.
My question would be to us that are listening is, could it be that the enemy is fighting you so hard and pressing you down so much, or has been pressing you down so much, or the reason why you've been going through you've been going
so
through
good.
is because you've actually struck fear into the enemy's heart.
Come on.
And he knows that if you ever come up out of what you have been in or been through, or if you come to the other side of your tragedy and of your fear and you gain confidence and boldness,
right there.
then you're actually going to run through his camp and you're going to destroy him. So his objective then is, because he knows that God has a plan for you, and you know that God has a plan for you, it's just that you have to overcome the fear that has been propagated towards you in order to do the will of God for your life.
Come on.
So
Come on.
I heard this quote today, and it was actually a question. Jamie Foxx, some of you may know him, he's an actor or whatever. In order to instill confidence in his children, he has a question he asked them. What's on the other side of fear? So what's on the other side of fear? And the kids are sitting there, and he goes, there's nothing.
Oh.
There's nothing there.
Oh.
Right? And so we used to use this acronym about fear. It's false evidence appearing real. So what's on the other side of fear? Well, there's really nothing there. The enemy is saying, if you do that, this is going to happen. So you live in fear, and there's actually nothing there. The threat is not real. What is there actually is your destiny.
That's good. That's good. Well, that's a good question to ask yourself.
What's on the other side of fear?
What's on the other side of fear?
What are you afraid of? Why do we succumb to fear when there's nothing on the other side of it? It's just a threat from the enemy.
So good. So good. So you're going to show us a clip.
A
clip
you
from Sunday. And powerful message. If you haven't had a chance to watch it, it's available on YouTube. So,
why is it in our nature to be so stubborn? For 7 years, Melissa and I are doing a study about how sins of the flesh become manifested in the physical body. So the other day, Melissa was telling me, because she always tells me I get angry. So she was telling me about where angry and malice represent in the body. So she was trying to indict me by saying, you're having this issue in your body because you're angry all the time. And I said, listen, I'm thrilled that the Cubs traded everybody. So the next day, I was doing my study on it, and I was studying out stubbornness and rebellion. And so stubbornness and rebellion are manifested in the body, in the neck and the shoulders. So I immediately pushed pause on the podcast and I called Melissa and I said, hey, I want to tell you why your neck and your head hurt so much. And your neck and your head hurts so much because that's where stubbornness and rebellion are. And you'd feel better if you stopped being so stubborn, and we would get along in this marriage if you would just do what I tell you to do. And I just kept talking, and I'm like, so I called her back and I said, hey, listen. Stubbornness and rebellion are there, and the reason why you're so weighed down in your shoulders is you're just stubborn. Can I tell you? Let me just call you on the phone and say the reason why some of you are so weighed down with burdens is you've been so stubborn with God that you think you can fix it all by yourself, and God's standing there waiting for you to cry out to Him, and your neck hurts and your head hurts and your shoulder hurts and your body hurts and you have aches all over, and you're sending yourself into migraines because you're trying to deal with a Midianite who's been ripping you off, and you need to run to God instead of trying to confront the enemy. You know, this is why God would say to His people, you're a bunch of stiff-necked people.
So good. Stop trying to confront it. Let the Lord fight your battle. Amen.
I miss Abby Hagan.
So good. Yes.
And I was glad to read the report about your dad.
Amen. Amen. So good.
Yeah.
So good. All right, guys.
So good.
Time to have a little bit of fun. Hope you're ready. Get ready to type because I know you're watching on the big screen. Interact
We've
with
had
us
a
on
lot
the
of
small
people
screen.
ask us about that study that we're doing. You're
Yes.
going to hear all about it. And
Yes.
we're doing a sermon series on it.
I'm very excited about that sermon series. It's coming out soon. And I have been studying out a few of those. And I did not actually hang up on him, Lori.
She hangs up on me all the time. She's like,
A lot of times it's accidental.
I'm going to, and I'm like, what? So today I called her and I said, hey, I'm going to get ready to leave the office. I'm going to be home a little bit. And all I heard in the phone was,
Yeah.
and I said, are you typing?
No, I was
Do
not
you have me on
typing.
speakerphone and you're typing? And she said, no, I'm not typing. So she keeps talking to me and I'm wanting to get off the phone because all I hear is in the phone. So again, it goes again. And I said, are you typing? Can you stop typing long enough
No,
to talk to
I'm
me?
eating
She said,
popcorn.
no, I'm eating popcorn.
I'm eating popcorn. I like that. I like popcorn. Okay.
So if you're ever on the phone with Melissa and you hear what sounds like goblins in the background, she's eating popcorn. And the way she eats popcorn is the weirdest thing you've ever seen. And if you've ever seen this, you just need to say amen in the comments.
I like popcorn my way. That's what I like. I like it my way. I love getting that Smart Pop and a whole big bag of Smart Pop.
So when you walk by Melissa, it's truly the story of the fishes and loaves with her popcorn. She can eat a bag of popcorn, and on her lap is a paper towel that has more popcorn than what she started with. The fragments that remain are greater.
Okay, everybody else is loving popcorn. This is
They all
awesome.
love popcorn, but I
Thank
guarantee you they don't eat it like you do.
Okay, so I eat popcorn differently. I take the part.
Even Zoe came back out to hear her mom admit that it's weird.
Okay. I don't even know how to describe it
Right?
unless
It's
I
weird,
had
isn't it?
popcorn in my hand. Okay. So
She can't even describe it.
so you take the popcorn out.
Most
Okay.
of us just reach in the bag, pull it out, throw it in
Well,
the mouth.
Some people just put their whole hand in and just shove a whole thing in. Like, you ever been around somebody that takes like 5 or 6 chips at one time and puts them in their mouth? Yeah. Popcorn and me, we have a different, like, I've always been like a one chip kind of person. Popcorn is a very special thing for me to eat. So I take the popcorn and the circular part of the popcorn, I take it and I bite off the part that is like, I don't know, like the little like prongy things that come off from that circular part of popcorn. And I eat that, and then
This is even better than what I thought it was going to be.
I don't know how to describe it. Then I save The
Go
round
go
part
get
of
her
the
bag of
popcorn. It's out in the garage.
We are truly now back to the real live at nines.
Okay,
Where
I don't
we eat
put
raw
butter
potatoes.
on it. I don't put anything on it. Yes. Well, no, I eat. No, I eat all of it, but I save the
middle
center
part.
puffy
Yeah,
ball until I get like at least 15 of them or 20, and then I eat those.
Or the whole bag.
Then I eat those. Yeah, if I'm eating a skinny pop bag, yeah, it's nothing for me to have a mound going of those little center puffy.
So we'll be
parts.
driving down the road.
I don't know.
We'll be driving down the road, and I'm driving. She's eating popcorn like this, and then she gets upset that she makes a mess
is this
because
the kettle corn?
she has laid
Okay.
all these puffy things in her lap, and then
they go everywhere.
they go everywhere. Oh, I made a
Okay.
mess again.
So you see this piece of popcorn, right? I hope y'all can see this. This is the center puffy part. Okay, so I eat only, I have that little center puffy part left. And then I make a mound of those and I eat those like 2 or 3 at a time. It's just unique.
It's weird.
It's not weird. It's unique.
It's weird.
The voice you hear is our youngest daughter, Zoe, who is going to join
Yeah.
me in the doghouse tonight.
Yes. So anyway.
Yeah, they're all excited. Zoe has come out of her cave.
Yeah, so they're like excited.
Oh.
And yes, the dogs love popcorn.
Yes.
They do. And
yes,
so
that
I'll be
is Skinny
generous.
Pop.
Do you want
kettle
some?
corn.
Oh,
Because-
yeah. That's my dog.
Because Melissa
Can't catch it.
Melissa has gained so much weight. We have to have Skinny Pop popcorn. So
Don't worry. Marlo will get it.
it's
All
unique.
right.
See, it is
It's
unique.
very unique. It's very unique.
Yeah.
That's how I eat it. I don't know if I ate that. Okay, and so then I used to take, when I was younger, I would take,
Oh, we're gonna go into more of these idiosyncrasies.
no,
Oh, no.
only thing I did different, weird when I was younger is for lunches, my mom would pack me just white, like bread, like the white bread, like just no meat or cheese or anything. She would just put like 3 or 4 pieces of bread in a baggie, and then I would like tear off the sides of the bread, like the brown part of the bread, and I take the center portion and I roll it real tight into a ball. Real tight, so it kind of got doughy, and then I would eat that in a ball. I don't know. It's just the 2 things I've done, which I don't eat. I don't eat white bread like that anymore, so I don't get to do that. So anyway, I
So,
like the kernels
you're
that
getting
only
to
barely
know-
slope and are still hard and crunchy.
You're getting to know Melissa and I, mainly Melissa more.
Yeah. I like different things. I like mix different things. Like I don't know about y'all, but that's what I do. All right.
Yeah, you said sun-kissed and vanilla bean. You came home from Los Angeles and it was Lay's potato chips on ice cream.
Ruffles potato chips.
I'm sorry, Ruffles.
Ruffles.
Same thing.
Ruffles have ridges. Can you do that?
No.
Oh. Making fun of the way I say literally, and you can't even trill your R's.
I can't do what with Mars?
Trill them.
Trill them?
Trill.
I thought that was
Ruffles have ridges. I'm a special one, baby. Yeah, I'm a special one. All right, let's see. Okay, so I have some this or that's tonight. Just because we haven't done this in a really long time, I need to laugh. You want to laugh?
We've been laughing at your expense.
I know. All right, here we go. Are you ready? So, would you describe yourself as sentimental or practical? Sentimental or practical? So how do you describe yourself? Are you sentimental? Are you sentimental about things? I can answer this. No. Sentimental or practical?
What am I?
I don't know. I said practical. You think he's sentimental?
No, I said he's practical.
I started saying there ain't no way.
You're not practical. You're
I'm sentimental. Oh, you think so? What makes you think that?
The 200 purses all over your room.
Oh my goodness. Blessings, child. Okay. Your room is calling
So,
you.
Zoe-
No, I'm just
So
kidding.
Zoe says I'm practical. She says her mom is
And
sentimental.
she runs off because she's like, oh, shouldn't have
And
said
Melissa
that.
said, why? After you heard Zoe, she's like, well, it's the 200 purses that you never get rid of.
All right. So all these people are like sentimental. Marie's like sentimental.
I am practically sentimental.
Kevin and Marie are both sentimental. how full is your garage and your attic and any other places you can find?
So I had a weird thing.
Both.
I had a weird thing
Okay.
happen to me though. I was very sentimental until about a year after my dad died, and now it is get rid
Well-
of it and get it out of here.
I think you saw that your dad had a lot of stuff. He kept a lot of stuff. Had a lot of stuff. I mean, and
We had an episode of the Hoarders.
well, I was trying to be gracious. Okay. All right. Would you rather be, let's see. Amber's like, I'm practical. I have no problem tossing things. I would say I'm kind of like Lolita. I'm a little bit of both. I'm very sentimental about some things. And then after something has kind of ran its course or it's been a long enough time, I'll never forget when we started cleaning out the garage at the old house and getting ready for selling and getting ready to move things. And you were like, I'm not moving 19,000 bins, so let's pare it down to at least 18,000 bins. And but anyway, as I remember that day in the garage. It was easy for me as I was going through things and things like caught my attention, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is from high school, things like that. But I remember the burn pile that we ended up having too.
We had a bin full of wedding presents we've never used.
Yeah,
It's been 20 years.
21 years.
Oh.
So
I know.
a dear friend of ours was a recipient of some beautiful glassware.
Yes.
I literally drove to their house that day and
Dropped
dropped it off at the front porch, rang the doorbell, and ran.
Yeah, and I think, and so I think I've gotten more practical, but I am sentimental. I have a lot of stuff. I still have like my wedding tiara and things like that, and things that you think your kids will wear. And
we had a unity candle,
yeah, that's
and it was definitely unified because it was up.
That's good because we had a hard time getting that thing to stay together at our wedding ceremony.
So our unity candle at our wedding, you literally had to. So our moms went up and lit the candles on the side, and we had to take the candle on the side, and we each had to light. Like we had to push our candle together, hold these candles over the top of it until it melted together. And so we're standing up there, and I'm holding it like this, and we're
trying to keep the candle together.
Yeah.
It was quite interesting.
So now when people tell me, say, I'm going to do a unity candle, I'm like, the sand ceremony's really taking on right now.
I think I just did. I'm not going to say we because he's like unique. He is also kind of traditional too. But I always like to change things up. Like I don't like things to stay the same. And yet, I don't like it when some things are changed on me when it's not my doing. So I have to really work through that. Everybody has their idiosyncrasies. That's one of mine. But I love change. Like Live at 9 program. Like we do it on our couch. Sunday night, I'd be like, oh, we'll do it from the chairs that are across the room. Like it just doesn't, I don't have like this, I've never been this kind of person that's been like, okay, everything has got to be like, okay, I like to change things up. And you know that. Like that's why I have so many purses and shoes. I like to change things up. But
there's some times that you change things up 8 times before we walk out of the house.
I know. But you know what? I walk out confident, and that's what matters. That matters. That I feel confident.
So confidence is, well, we're halfway to church going, I don't know if I like this outfit.
I know. I feel you. So anyway, yeah. So I think that's just one of
Sunday,
those funds.
Sunday, she said, this is what I'm wearing. I said, oh, okay. So I decide what I was going to wear based off what she's going to wear. And then I get dressed. I come out here. I'm working on the rest of my sermon.
I just kind of changed
She
my
walks
mind.
out in this beautiful black dress, and I said, I didn't know you were dressing up today. Yeah, just kind of what I wanted to do. And I'm like, well if I'd have known that, I would have wore a suit because we hardly ever have pictures together.
Oh, never.
Like there's all kinds of pictures of me preaching and you singing, but very few of them together. So I thought, well, maybe we'll dress up and we'll get a nice picture together. We go to weddings. I'm officiating and you're singing. We don't get pictures at weddings.
No, we don't.
We don't get those moments where we're like, wedding vibes.
I know. I never get those. Okay. So would you call yourself, now I want you to think about this, because if you've ever watched Minimalism, the documentary, be careful before you answer this. Would you consider yourself materialistic or a minimalist?
Again,
Minimalist,
I think for me, that's the same conversation we just had.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah, I guess I could see where you're going with that. But at the same hand, I mean, you might still be sentimental and be a minimalist.
So there, I set my mom down and I said, okay, when it's all done, it's all said and done. When my dad first died, I wanted everything. I wanted to
Yes.
as much connection with him as I could. Now I'm getting down to the point where I'm like, okay, these are the two things that I'm going to keep till the end of my life.
Yeah. I can see that. I love it how you guys are clarifying things. I think that's really cool because it says that you really know who you are. I'm a
Except
minimalist
watches.
except for watches.
I do like watches.
So what kind of watches are your favorite, Daryl? Does it matter? Do you have like a certain brand that you really liked? Different, what's that word?
Do you like metal
Lolita
watches?
says neither for me. I'm not materialistic, but I'm not a minimalist. I find it interesting that the questionnaire is you're either materialistic or you're a minimalist. Like there's really no in between. How many of you would kind of identify yourself with like I wouldn't say I'm a minimalist, but I'm not materialistic.
Well, I could take Travis's definition right here.
Practical.
And I can justify every pair of shoes I have then.
Oh my.
Because
okay.
it
I
is
love
not-
Marie. I'm materialistic. I like my stuff.
It's not practical
go,
for
girl.
me to wear this color of shoes with these color of pants.
Ah, yes. All right. There we go. All right. Materialistic, but not the hoarding stage. That's awesome. That's awesome. I love this. Barb's like minimalist except for my sewing items. I didn't know you sewed. I didn't know you did that, Barb. That's awesome.
Margie said, I don't want things, I want moments. So you're sentimental. Sentimental.
You're sentimental. I would say that I'm a minimalist when it comes to some things I don't like. Like I just cleaned out our utensil drawer on Saturday. We didn't have internet. I got a lot done. Just saying.
Joe has I have
A
one
little
pocket
collection
watch.
of pocket watches. That's awesome.
My daughter bought me a pocket watch in Italy.
Oh, I
And
forgot about that.
have
Yeah.
I keep that one.
I'm a sentimental on certain things. Hillary, who's on tonight, I think she's still on. My dream is to go to England. Was supposed to spend my birthday last year in London, and obviously pandemic. Who knows if I'll ever get there? But
Papers. Give me your papers.
I don't know. Anyway, but I just don't know that they'll ever open up. Like I don't think the travel's open up. Anyway,
All these Hollywood people are going on vacation.
I know. But anyway, I was talking one time in the Next Steps class that Hillary was in, and I was talking about how much I love England, and I call it Happy Mom's Day, not Happy Mother's Day, things like that, little things. And she said, she actually was born and raised in England, and she said, do you have any English china? And I was like, no, I don't. I didn't even know that. I didn't even know that was a thing. And she has been so generous to me and brought me in a few pieces from her collection. She's given those to me for my birthday and just because gifts. And that means something to me. Like that is something that I will keep forever. Like that will go with me forever just because it's just I'm sentimental in that way. But as I was talking this morning, I purge coffee mugs all the time. Like don't need that. Don't need those many. I didn't need 900 of them. What was I thinking at Starbucks when I bought another one? You know what I mean? Just things like that. So, yeah.
This couch has a stroke of honesty.
Travis, I'm starting to get like you, everything except my bookshelf.
There's
I am
literally a stack of books next to us right here, and because we're waiting to build a built-in bookshelf here.
Yeah. Maria, I'm with you. I don't have any other china. I have zero china in my house except this English china. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful color. But yeah, I don't have.
Do any of you have just like something you just have to collect? I know Daryl talked about watches. I don't have that. Like I'm like, I go driving places to look for things that I collect.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't have a certain thing that I collect.
I guess I collect Bibles.
Yeah, you like Bibles.
I collect Bibles.
I love them,
Bibles.
Hillary. They're very special to me. I don't. Yeah, I'm with Donna. I wear a watch more now, but that was like the only piece. And so, man, we used to have like 900 of them. Like you would change them out for your outfits. Donna could probably tell you this. Does anybody remember the watches that like the watch band slid, the watch band like slid through, and you could change out the bands. I don't know if they had those for guys, but they had them for girls. And oh my goodness, like I had a
You were
different
allowed to wear
color.
watches?
Well, yeah.
We couldn't wear metal watches.
Well, this was the leather bands.
Costly array.
There you go. Anyway, all right. So
I collect souvenir pennies.
ooh, I love that. Everything but my barnyard. Only collect souvenir pennies. So what kind of, like, is it the souvenir pennies that you go and you pay like 51 cents, you put in
51
2
cents
quarters
to destroy a penny.
yeah, but it's cool. It's got like a design on it. Morgan used to do that. 100 bells. That is
Didn't
awesome.
your grandma Wade collect bells? That was what the funeral sermon was about.
Grandma Wade or Grandma Gill?
Your grandma Wade. The guy preached about your grandmother ringing a bell.
Oh, all I know about my...
That's right. He preached the sermon about another woman.
I don't know. All I know is that my grandma played a stand-up slap bass. My grandma was on her way to Nashville. My grandma could really sing, really play.
The Greens. I do remember
then,
this.
yeah. Vintage, yes. Pyrex. Yes, because I remember going into some places, into some vintage stores and texting Donna and taking pictures and texting them to her.
I couldn't bring myself to sell a Bible.
Yeah, I would have to. Yeah.
I just keep them.
But that's cool though that you go around and you buy them.
I can't throw them away. I can't do anything.
Yeah, I have a collection of the Jim Barbie dolls. How cool! I didn't even know that. Small collection of cobalt blue glasses. So what blue glass? So what? Like, do you
Melissa's
just like
dad
the
used to work in a
cover?
glass factory,
Do you just like the color of the glass, Lisa, or is there like a special sentimental reason for that? Yeah, my dad used to work at a place called Indiana Glass Factory, and oh my goodness, we had so much glassware in our house, like pitchers and glass, drinking glasses, plates. They used to have like this, look like a hen, and you could take the top, the hen off, and then the bottom part, and it had like you could put candy and stuff like that. So
She loves the color.
I love the color. That's awesome.
Cobalt blue.
Cobalt blue. I think your sister likes that color, if I'm not mistaken. That's one of her favorite colors. So, yeah, liberal and loose ones got to wear the watches. Yes, that's what we were.
Hey.
Not really. I won't let my dad.
We were borderline Amish.
So I'm really gonna go. I'm really gonna go.
Exactly.
Like,
she has one of those hens.
That's awesome. Yeah, my dad's company. So
take a picture of it, and I think Melissa put out some Facebook post asking for pictures today. Put it underneath her so she can see.
Yeah, that's awesome. I absolutely love that. So here it is. So we're gonna get really liberal here. Are you ready? Because we're gonna do this or that movies, and we've done this a few times. But I asked my daughter this tonight, and she gave me her answer quickly. So I have no idea about this. So this will be totally telling of your movie preferences. Justice League or the Avengers?
Don't know the difference.
She knew immediately. The Avengers.
Okay. I
have no idea about that. Okay? This is it. So, and I think I've asked this before.
Tina has pieces of
I have a few pieces
don't
of
apologize
Indiana
for
glass.
hopping on. We're here for an hour.
Yeah. No, it's good to see you, Esther.
Avengers.
How are you doing? I think I've
She was there Sunday.
but I didn't see Esther.
She worked the connections desk Sunday.
Esther did?
Yes.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait. No. Sorry. Rolodex got off one.
Who was it?
We dedicated the baby boy and worked at Walmart. Eigenrock.
Oh, Elizabeth?
Yes.
Oh, awesome.
Elizabeth. Sorry.
So Esther, I just was asking how you doing, girlfriend. So good to see you. Been a long time. Hope all is well. Hope your family members are doing great. And are you ready for school? Yay!
Avengers.
Let's see. Avengers. Neither. Avengers. No idea. Taylor, I'm with you. Avengers. I had patience asking for the Mennonite hygienist. It's awesome. You go, Gypsy. That's amazing. Like, that's amazing. Yeah, I know it's Renee, but I still call her Gypsy. Okay, all right, Avengers. I'm doing great. I got a job. Esther, that's awesome. I'm so excited for you. Okay, can't wait to hear all about it. I'm so happy for you. That is awesome. Let's see. Justice League is Superman, Batman. Avengers is Iron Man. Okay, Avengers. Yeah.
Well, then I would go with Avengers.
I don't know. Well, yeah, I'd probably have to go with. I don't know. I'm Superman, Batman. Told you guys, Michael Keaton, best one ever. Yeah. So anyway,
That's the last time you've watched one of those movies.
That's okay.
That's 1990.
That's all right. Jesus ain't judging me for that.
No, he's not judging you, but I am.
Well, you can judge me all you want to. Thank God. Thank God.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. All right. So this is pretty powerful. Like if you're really into this cartoon, this is going to be right up your alley. If you really like Disney, or Pixar, I don't even know who makes these, but we're going to go with this.
Isn't Disney and Pixar the same company?
I have no idea anymore. All right, and they probably have nothing to do with the two that I'm saying right now. So, Despicable Me or Cars?
Oh.
Despicable Me or Cars? And I have no idea.
Well, the Cars one made me
I
sentimental.
don't even think.
Did you go to
That
the
Disney.
theater with me and Morgan to watch that?
Probably not.
Oh, we were busting hell wide open that day, weren't we?
You know what? More so than probably what we ever want to admit.
Cars.
Okay.
The thing I like about Cars is that it reminded everybody of what the interstate system has done to this country.
Yeah.
Although today,
Oh, yeah, with Route 66. Yeah.
today, believe it or not, we had a bipartisan bill passed in the Senate, the United States Senate.
Really?
Warnock, the senator from Georgia, and Cruz, the senator from Texas, they voted on an amendment to take Interstate 14, basically all through Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia.
Wow. Wow. That's cool. Let's see. Despicable Me, Cars.
You will, Tina, when you have those grandbabies start watching, you'll be putting them in.
I'm sorry to say, you will. Despicable Me, it's so fluffy. Despicable Me. Despicable Me is hilarious. I thought Shannon chimed in. What did Shannon say? I thought Shannon said Despicable Me, but I want to make sure. I don't know. I can't
Josh
see. Despicable
praying for
Me.
Amanda.
Yes, Josh, we're praying for Amanda,
Despicable
speaking
Me.
life,
Tyler
and
says
healing over her.
Cars.
Cars. Let's see. Now Taylor's like, I can chime in on this one. That's tough. Probably Despicable Me.
Yeah, Despicable Me. is good.
Joe has a cars collection. So what kind of cars do you collect? That's kind of cool.
Tony Stewart. So I went to high school with
Oh.
Ryan Newman. Ryan was 1 year under me. At one time, I had two friends that were both on the NASCAR series. David Stremme, who he drove for the Navy
Yeah, I
car.
forgot about David Stremme.
And
Ryan
Ryan
Newman.
Newman.
Yeah. Tony Stewart owned a racetrack in Ohio that I did advertising for, but I cannot remember the name of it. Isn't it funny, the things that you think you'll never? But Tony Stewart actually owned that racetrack. It was like an amateur track, but he owned it. So,
Yes. I mean, amateur track. I mean,
so
El Dorado.
El Dorado. It might have been El Dorado.
It was.
Yeah. I don't know. I can't remember. Yeah, it's one of those things.
Yeah, you're getting older. You admitted
I
that
know.
earlier.
So that's awesome. Life is a Highway, so we'll go with that. I'm kind of with Donna. I haven't watched even one of them all the way through, but Life is a
Despicable
Highway, I'm
Me.
pretty sure, is in that movie Cars. that I like the music and stuff. Despicable Me.
Eldora.
Eldora Speedway, yes.
See?
Joanna, that's right. I used to do their radio advertising.
My driver was
Handle
Bobby.
the radio. Yeah,
Now, we
handle it
are-
on our station.
I'm sorry. We are in the South now. Who's your favorite NASCAR driver?
Bobby Labonte. I don't even know who that is.
Jeff Gordon or Dale Earnhardt?
Oh.
There's an either or.
Okay, I'll tell you straight up. I was always a big Jeff Gordon fan, but Dale Earnhardt died the same day that our oldest daughter was born. And I was so excited. I think I've talked about this before on Live at Night. We didn't have TV in our house, and so I was so excited when I had her
She was excited to go to the
that I
hospital.
was excited to go to the hospital because I had 2 days in the hospital where I could watch TV. So, honey, I was excited for this, okay? Like 2 days
Watching the soaps.
of watching TV. I didn't care what it was. I was just going to watch TV. I have you know, the only thing that was on TV those 2 days was Dale Earnhardt. I knew everything there was to know about that man by the time it was over. I was so mad. I kept changing channels. I'm pretty sure the nurse thought I had done lost my mind. So anyway, have literally never watched a NASCAR race Donna, thank you. Thank you, Donna.
Well played, Donna.
Thank you, Donna.
Well played.
Thank you. Thank you. I've never watched one either, but yeah, there we go. Earnhardt. I mean, everyone is like, oh my gosh, I've been to Eldora a ton. Yeah, Eldora.
Grandpa loved NASCAR.
Yeah.
I followed it just to watch Ryan and David. That's it.
That's awesome. You have an
Never until-
autographed car. Joe has a NASCAR collection. That is so cool. He was Tony Stewart's partner with Joe
What is
Gibbs.
What is my dog doing?
She's his dog's lost.
So you're hearing this high pitched squeak.
I
That's
was
Marlo.
a Jeff Gordon fan until he retired. Travis's dad loves NASCAR. She's still struggling for air, trying to get her oxygen back to normal. Praying, Josh, believing that she is
Dale Earnhardt.
going to get better.
So all of you that
soon.
were Dale
Soon.
Earnhardt fans, did you just continue that on to Junior?
Oh, that's a good question. And then John says that Richard Petty was pretty good too.
That was
So,
way before my time, John.
Yeah, I don't know.
Petty was a car owner. That's how I know him.
You know what? So I've never been big in NASCAR, but when I was in school, we were about 2 hours from the Indy Raceway, which I don't know what they call it now. What's it called?
Indianapolis Motor Speedway.
Yeah, Indianapolis Motor Speedway. We were about 2 hours. And so our field trip in the 5th or 6th grade was to go down for Carburation Day. So we would, they took us down on buses and we would go down for the Carburation Day. And I got to meet Mario Andretti, Al Unser, different ones that raced during that time when I was young. And that was just like, that's one of those memories. Like, they don't even do field trips like that. Like, I moved over here, and the first year we moved here, Morgan was in 3rd grade, and they took one field trip to the St. Louis Zoo. Never forget it. My favorite memory of the whole day involved a story about Vicks. It was just one of those things, Vicks Vapor Rub. It's just one of those things you remember. But like, that was the only field trip we took, and I don't really remember our girls taking any other field trips. They don't do that over here. And back home, we did field trips all the time. Like, it was like a big deal. Like, kids would go to the zoo one day, and then they'd go to a children's museum one day, and then one month we'd go here and all that stuff. And they don't do that kind of stuff over here. And obviously with COVID, I mean, it's hard, but yeah, I don't know. Dale Sr. was the bomb. I think Joanna really likes NASCAR, and she knows a lot about it. So that is super, super, super cool. Like, I don't know much about it. Now, is there a female NASCAR driver now? I know, isn't it Danica?
She's not racing anymore.
Oh, okay. It was in AJ Foyt's IndyCar was at our house. I thought someone had died. AJ Foyt, I think I remember that name.
The IndyCar.
Yeah, I think I rember that name.
The Andretti's.
Yes,
Mario,
yes.
Michael.
My school always did an
John.
8th grade trip to DC. Yep, that was, they took one. Now, not everybody got to go on it. If you couldn't pay, if you couldn't afford to go, you didn't go. I didn't get to go. I don't think it's that we couldn't afford it. I think I had church function that my parents didn't want me to miss. So, but yeah, it's kind of cool.
Ain't he good?
Ain't he good? Amen. Well, guys, we've had so much fun. It's 10:02. We'll go out the same way we came in. Love you guys so much. We'll be back on
Hopefully you got
Sunday
to know
night.
Melissa a little bit better tonight.
Yeah. Don't mind me over here. I'm going to have this
There.
popcorn as soon as it's over.
Have some popcorn.
Just saying. There I go. All right.
Love y'all. See
Yes.
you Sunday, 9/11 at 1. Continuing the series Lacking No Thing. We're going to move to the New Testament this week.
Yes. Yes.
So.
Yes. I'm excited.
We'll see you all.
I'm excited.
Enjoy. Have a wonderful weekend.
Yes.
The Lord is my shepherd. The Lord is my shepherd. And he goes before me. He goes before me. Defender behind me. Defender behind me. Oh, I won't fear. I won't fear. guides me. Through mountains and valleys. His joy is refreshing. He restores my soul. Your mercy and goodness gives me assurance that I'll see His glory. Face to face. Sing your spirit.